what we want to do is bring greater balance and equity. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So we spend time with the communities to help them with their capacity, train them, etc., so that when they come to the table, they are not afraid and they will speak. Mm-hmm. So then they have, and you. It's interesting because in some cases you'll see a company that is, well, we do this, we do that, mm-hmm. but when they get to a mediation table, it's like, oh, we didn't realize that we have to have this conversation with people, mm-hmm. and the community very clear about what it wants. 1, 2, 3, 4. They've thought through it, they've lived with the problem, and they're very clear about it. So it's making sure that the company hears what the community has to say and the community hears what the company has to say, and for them both to find a way forward and facilitating that conversation that will help them to move forward.
Mm-hmm. It's like building bridges.
Mm-hmm. And if there are facts that are in dispute, for instance, the quality of the water, that water is poison, what do? If you bring in someone an international commission, they can come in and investigate, write a report. What we suggest, and we've done it in one of the projects we've worked with, is you get the community to work with the company and say, you give your people, the community give their people, together define the terms of reference, and then select independent laboratories, not the company laboratory, but an independent laboratory that will then take the sample and then give the results. You have different layers of government also involved, because particularly around land and water, they are the permitting agencies. And that makes it much more complicated, because the government says, well, I have the authority to give it. And people say, yes, but we need that water for our canals, for our irrigation, etc. And if you divert it, what are we going to do? So these become very complicated.
It's more complex.
So in some of our cases now, our government comes to the table too. And I think it's going to get more complicated, because we're going to run out of land and we're going to run out of water.